All right, in this video, I want to share with you a question that was posted by one of my subscribers under the YouTube channel. I think it was the video where I said shame on Indians. This student who went abroad, he pickpocketed a wallet, and he got caught. So there was, I think, this student who said, "Sir, can you just give us a few tips going abroad? What Indian students should do?" Okay, the first thing is obviously don't pickpocket, because if you actually look at those students, those two females and that Indian guy in the airport, come on, man, airport has so many bloody cameras, sensors and all that. You're trying to pickpocket from there. And these Indian two females from Telangana or something, South India, I think South India, they try to rob from a shop. Now, in both the cases, you're not only exposed online, like one guy said, if you were put in jail for 10 years and nobody knew about it, that would be okay. But now you're being exposed to the entire world, your face, your image, your identity, your name, and it's going viral. So even if you don't get jail, but your reputation is destroyed. And for these students, their visa will be cancelled, the college will throw them out, they'll be branded for life, they'll not get a job, their reputation will be completely gone to the dogs. Parents, they will, they'll not be able to face society. I mean, it's so terrible. Okay, so the first common sense is please don't steal when you're abroad. I mean, that's common sense. Okay, keeping that aside, for students who are migrating abroad, see, one thing, try to understand that when you are going abroad, you are a guest. You're a guest going to someone else's house. It's like being a guest and going to someone else's house. So don't expect a sense of entitlement. Oh, here you should treat me equally. Here you should. I get so buggered off and I get so pissed off when I see Indians who are like, I'm focusing on Indians, okay? Because my target audience is Indians. And Indians go abroad and then all of a sudden they try to live this Western life. Oh, we will protest against Israel and Palestine. Oh, we'll protest against the government. Oh, this is not fair. We deserve to be treated like human beings. You start joining all these social justice warrior groups. Don't cry when you fall into trouble. Like, I'll tell you, just Google search. I'll make a separate video on this. There's this Indian female who is based in US, and she is part of these, again, social justice warrior groups for supporting Palestine. And she went into this like government council, this thing where you can openly speak and say your piece. And she went there and started calling these people who are elder than her in age, like old enough to be their mothers and fathers. This young girl, I think she's 19 or 20, she says, motherfuckers, and you motherfuckers are this and that, and you should be killed and all that, okay? And then she said, and then she crossed the line she got an opportunity to speak first. She called them motherfucker. She called them, you should be killed. Fine. When she got an opportunity to speak again, once again, she went up on the microphone and said, we will hunt you down, find you where you stay, and we are going to kill you. She actually did that. Indian female, okay, who is, I think, got a residency. And that one lady who was there, who was a senior chairperson, she said, excuse me, sorry. She said, excuse me, madam, sorry. She said, you just gave us a death threat. You just threatened our lives and all that. I've asked the officer to escort you out. And they pressed charges on her. And now she has to pay $500,000 in terms of bond, this thing. Before it was 1 million. Her life is destroyed. And I was very happy. I was like, hey, very good, very good, very good. Yeah, because you're abusing. I mean, what is your job? See, here's a simple thing. What is your job as a student? Your job is to complete your education, get a job, start your life, not go into all this nonsense. So the first one is, you're a guest, behave like a guest. Don't start demanding, expecting. Yes, you should be treated equal. Yes, you should be treated with respect. That is all, it's something that is universal. But don't demand. Earn it. I know it's unfair. Loy, how can you talk like this? I'm giving you common sense advice, okay? You can't demand. Because if you demand, you will make life miserable for you. Okay, that is one. The other thing which I want to tell you is, it's going to be very tough. It's going to be bloody hard. Okay. So it's going to be frustrating. Now, during this process of frustration, of hardships, don't preach to people by saying this sentence. Back home in India, it is like this. Oh, in my home, back home, people don't want to hear back home it is better. Back home they treat me nicely. You know what? I've had even Indians who are citizens of a foreign country, when they get these youngsters and they say back home in India, they give us like this. What is the response again? Then why don't you go back home? Get lost. Why are you here? Why are you complaining, putting this country down and praising your own? That is the same thing that happens in this Europe and UK. You get this Arab Muslim refugees that come here, they come there and they say, back home, we at least had food to eat. They give us respect. Allah, you are animals and all that. Get the fuck back to your zoo, man, from where you came. Yeah, and then they say, oh, you are shameless. You're living like what? You're living like sinners. You should follow the laws laid down by Allah. You should be pure and all. You're preaching your bloody culture, tradition, religion from where you ran away to a new country. How dare you? The other thing which I tell all these Indian students is, especially the ones who get in touch with me, please don't expect others to blend and accommodate you. You blend in. You accommodate yourself to them. See, our Indians have their Indian style. Many Indians keep their beard. Many Indians keep their Indian hairstyle. Many Indians keep their Indian way of dressing, looking, even smelling. You want to blend in, you need to be like them. They are not going to change to you. Yeah, out of courtesy, they'll be, how are you? Maybe they'll say, namaste. Maybe they'll be nice to you. Fine. Out of courtesy. But then don't expect them to change their beliefs or their lifestyle for you. There are so many Indians who have their Indian style, who want to be, like they say, I want to be authentic like myself. And they are trying to fit in, and when they can't fit in and nobody likes them, they're saying, see, they are so racist. My dear, if you, it's like, Steve Jobs said, a square, a square peg in a round hole? Or something like that. I can't get this thing. They are comfortable where they are in a large group. You're an outsider. You want all of them to change for you. You have to change for them. They aren't going to change for you. So whether it's your accent, whether it's your pronunciation, whether it is your dress sense, your smell, your style, your expectation, everything has to be changed to them. They are accommodating you. And always remember, there's always that mentality back of the head. They'll not tell you this, but you are considered second class. I'm sorry, but this is the reality. They'll not tell you this on the face. Okay? They'll always consider you second class. And I'm just giving another few things. Expect a cultural shock, a massive cultural shock. The way they operate their business, the way they live their lives, the way they have their style. Like, for example, here in Thailand, I stayed in Dubai all these years. You would never see in Dubai people roaming without their shirt on the streets, or drinking a beer on the road, or sitting down and smooching their girlfriend in publicly. It was a strict Arab Muslim country those days. Even today, there are a lot of rules. When I came to Thailand, I saw everyone, even females and guys, roaming in their bikini wear in supermarkets. Smooching, standing on the road and smooching and feeling each other, and drinking beer and alcohol on the road. Obviously, it's not allowed. They get arrested. But I was like, what the fuck is happening? And the first time when I came to Thailand 6 years ago, I didn't know you can roam around without a shirt. I was shocked. I was like, I did it for the first time in walking streets. So, you need to understand that there will be things that will absolutely shock you. I've seen people, which I never seen before, like, they say they live like couples live together, 2-3 females and 2-3 males together, and they kiss each other and smooch each other, and they live like a married polygamy, I don't know what you call it. Everyone's married to everyone. I've actually seen that in my life, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's so crazy. There are things that you'll never see in your life. If you're talking of food, I've seen people eat lives, this cuttlefish squid like thing, no? It's not like an octopus. It's alive, huh? Really alive. It's moving. They will take it and they'll put it, the black ink will squirt in their mouth and they'll put with chili. I've seen them, even this was terrible. They killed a buffalo. They took out the intestine with cow dung inside and all that, and they dipped it in sauce and they ate the flesh, actually ate the flesh. I've seen all that. I've seen people eat ants. I've seen rats, big, large rats. They remove the intestine, everything, and they are kept there and barbecued. I've seen people eating crocodiles and snakes. So as you travel, you see so many things, and that is where the cultural shock comes. Now, obviously, they're not going to do that in Canada and the places that you're migrating to, but expect a cultural shock. Maybe you'll see guys and girls dressing up different, behaving different. Maybe you must have never seen a lady boy or transgender, this thing. Maybe you must have never seen a very liberal way of living. So get ready for a massive cultural shock. Don't think that you know everything. And whatever you read on the internet, most of it is not true. It is just someone giving their opinion. And maybe even if it is true, maybe it will not be applicable to you. One last thing I'll give you. Okay. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard. You're going to have an uphill battle. It's going to be a massive challenge. Don't think just because you left your home country, this new country is going to be, wow, happy, everything is going to be perfect. It's like jumping from the frying pan to the fire. It'll be very hard. There'll be days and times you'll actually break down and cry. And you'll even question, why did I come here? And yeah, keep in mind the weather, the people, the environment, lack of friends. Don't be surprised if after 6 o'clock everything shuts down, or you're in a community where nobody mixes with nobody. You'll feel very alone. You'll be like, man, I left my happening, hometown where everyone was joking with everyone here. Nobody knows me. Nobody cares. And see, they may not reveal this to you, but deep down, everyone has a little bit of racism, judgment, insecurity, hatred, biases. They don't share this openly, but it is there. So, yeah, you escaped a group of problems. And yeah, this country solves those problems. But along with that, it'll bring a new set of problems, very big problems, which maybe you're not mentally prepared for. So just get ready for all this. But remember, like everything else, everything takes time. Give yourself, 10 years, 5 years, minimum 5. And then things will fall in place. But otherwise, don't expect it to be a cakewalk. That's all I can tell you. Okay? Good, bad, ugly, feel free. Comment down below. I'd love to know your point of view. Alright? You guys, ciao. And yeah, if I missed out on any point, do comment down below. And yeah, I'll just say one thing before I conclude. Our Indians who go abroad, our Indians who go abroad, it is our own Indians who are settled down there. They can't tolerate the new Indians that come in. I don't know what it is, but especially this new breed of Indians who are coming in. I don't know why, but we need to focus on quality. The sad part is it's quantity that is going overseas. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. If I missed any point, mention it. You guys take care. Ciao.